Going on, guys? Welcome, Rabid here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to mine ASTRIX. So it is currently more profitable than ALEO, but let's take a look at a couple things. This coin is a little over a month old right now, recently just got listed on Zedrix, and it's currently only paying $2,124 per day, which means it cannot handle that much hash rate. So as soon as a few people point onto it, this profitability is not going to be there. But right now, looking at everything, a 4090 is making about $3.11, where on ALEO it's only making about $2.63. But ALEO can handle a crap ton more GPUs. And one more thing, there was a pre-mine on ASTRIX, and it sounds like the bunch of that was sold off, a little over $12,000 worth. Again, I don't know all the details on that, but it did happen. So if you still want to mine this coin, continue watching. So right now, coming into the ASTRIX Explorer, it looks vaguely familiar, actually pretty much identical to everything else out there that is forked from Kaspa. This looks like a straight up Kaspa Fork, block reward reductions happening every month and so on. It's already 14.2% mined out. So that's going pretty fast here. So moving on forward, you're going to need a wallet in their website here. Actually, I'll go straight from scratch. If you come in, you can see right on their website, web wallet at the very top. That'll take you to this, which again looks just like any other type of web wallet from Kaspa here as it's forked from it. So here you can go through the process, set up your wallet, put in a password, get your seed phrase, and make sure you write that down somewhere. You will then get your address right here. So now that we got a wallet address and a wallet all set up here, let's show you how to mine this coin. You're going to need a miner. So coming into the miner here, SRB miner does have support for ASTRIX here. Originally, they had their own miner and you had to run a node and all that stuff, but now there's finally some pools available, or at least one pool, mining for people, which is who I will be pointing you towards here. But SRB miner 2.67 is the current latest version, but you do not need that one. If you scroll down here, you can see ASTRIX was actually added in way back when, about 3 weeks ago, on 2.65. HiveOS is currently running 2.66, so that's the latest version you need here. You do not need to update unless you want to. If you're having issues on Coin, obviously you are going to want to update that for CPU mining, but if you're just in for the GPUs and you're not mining on your CPUs, you don't have to do anything fancy. All right, so once you do download and extract your miner, you're going to come into SRB miner and you're going to see start mining ASTRIX. So we're going to right click on this, hit the edit button, and this is where you're going to fill out all your information. I already have mine all set up here, but by default this is going to be on some foreign type of stratum here. You're going to want to swap out your pool. In order to do so, just come into mining for people here. All links will be down in that description. Here is ASTRIX and click on start mining. So once you click on that button right here, doesn't want to work for me. There we go. It clicked on here. You're going to see all your Stratum servers right here. So this one right here, the FI or whatever it is kind of crossed out right now. This is what's going to be there by default. So just copy the closest one to you, whether you're in Brazil, India, North America, or Europe. In my case, I was this one right here. Right click. I'm going to copy this. Here are your Stratum ports based on difficulties you want to set. Defaulted is 3394 anyway. So just bring this up and paste that in right here. You're going to keep the same port and everything here. So you're just going to get rid of the default stratum unless you live in FI or wherever that was, Finland, or I'm France. I'm not sure what that stands for, but you're just going to paste that in right there. And you're done with that. Next up, you're going to need your wallet address. So you're going to add your wallet address into this slot right here. That's pretty simple. Come into here. This is blacked out. It's really hard to see. I kind of missed it. I started clicking here and going to the Explorer, but it does have a copy command right beside it right there. Click on that and then open up your miner, and you're simply going to paste that in right beside the wallet. So it's going to be -- wallet space, and then simply put in your wallet address, and then you're going to want to add your worker name. It's going to look like this by default, and then put in period. 4090 is what I'm using. Then you're just going to simply go into hit file and save, and everything is already done. Now for overclock settings, I don't really know what to run. I'm assuming it's kind of on the core based things, but I never really played around with it yet. So I'm using the LOL miner GUI here. This is in all the latest versions of LOL miner for the past 6 months to a year now. So if you have one of these versions installed, the LOL miner GUI will be in those files. Just right click it and run it as an administrator. Once you do that, simply say your overclock overclocks. I'm running my 4090 at 2400 core, 300 offset, and a locked memory at 5001. I haven't played around, guys. If you have better overclocking settings, let me know down in the comments section. I'm also going to bring up my afterburner here, which I seem to have closed. There it is. It is here. We can see my settings are already applied because I had it here. So now once you get all your stuff set up, hit the apply OC there, obviously, and you know, it's there. I already had mine, so I didn't have to hit it. So we're going to bring this up now, and we're just going to double click on start mining ASTRIX, and you may get a prompt, you know, there's a virus or something. So obviously add a Windows exception, or you can go into your Windows and say allow miner connection, all that good stuff. But a lot of times you may not see it. I've been dealing with SRB miner for a while, so it doesn't pop up for me anymore. So now we're just going to wait here and kind of see what things look like. All right, so I just let it play out till I got my first kind of readouts on hash rate here, and I do see something interesting. If we look into here, GPU 0, this is my 4090, and GPU 1, that's actually my integrated graphics on my 7950X. So it does look like it is mining as well, although I haven't seen it find any type of shares yet, so it might not be working. If I come in and look at the power, it's not really using any extra power. Here's GPU 2 and afterburner, which is the 4090. If I swap it over to GPU 1 in this case, we can see that it's kind of not really using any extra power. It's actually using a little bit less than what I was doing previously. So I don't know if it's actually working or not, but it is showing hash rate, at least on the miner side of things. All right, so Windows was pretty quick and easy. Now we're going to jump into HiveOS, and it's pretty easy as well. So if you're the first time working here and you don't have your wallet or anything installed, just jump into HiveOS and click on your wallets tab right here, and then we're going to go to add wallet. So now we're going to type coin and ticker. I don't think it's here by default, but I'm just going to type in ASTRIX here, and it's not here. So we're going to create that coin, paste in our wallet address from our web wallet, and then name this something like, I'm just going to go ASTRIX web. That way I know it's my web wallet here, if I can spell it right. There we go. So just simply create that coin like so. All done. So now we're going to come into our main rigs here. We're going to click on flight sheets, and we're going to wait for this thing to load. And now we're going to type coin and ticker. So we just added ASTRIX, so it should show up now. ASTRIX is there. Here's my web wallet that we just named here. Pool, we're going to configure that in the miner. And obviously here we're going to be using SRB miner. Remember, the latest version of SRB miner is not here yet. You only need to update if you do plan on mining Virus coin on your CPU or something. Other than that, everything is good to go. And I'm assuming HiveOS will update within the next couple days anyway. Next up, we're going to enter the name. So I'm just going to put ASTRIX. And that's about it, because there is only one pool. Now, obviously, if you are mining to your own node, you might want to put ASTRIX node or something so that you don't kind of get them mixed up. So now we're going to go to setup miner config here, and we're going to set all these parameters. So the first thing we're going to want to do here is set our hashing algorithm. This is called ASTRIX hash. So just put an ASTRIX here. You should see it should pop up. A wallet, I'm just going to go like this. Worker name, I'm simply going to add that. But I like to cut this out of here and put it right beside. So I'm going to go wallet, paste, dot worker name, paste that in right there, server pool and port. So we're going to come back into mining for people here, and we're going to copy this, copy North American mining for people, but this time we will have to add our port here, 3394. So now we're going to come back into HiveOS, put in this, then followed by a port 3394. And then we're going to come into our password. We don't need that. Plugin and device config. So we are going to want to disable our CPU. So we don't want this to use any part of our CPU or anything. That's pretty much all we need to do here, and apply those changes. Once you've done that, create that flight sheet. So now I'm going to pick a rig I'm actually going to run this on. I'm not sure which one yet. I guess I'll just go with Octa number 2, which has, you know, some RTX 3060s, A2000s, RTX 3060. I'm just going to leave the same overclocks that I have in for like ALEO and stuff, which is 1500 core, 300 offset, 5001 memory. Again, I don't know what type of algo this is unless you play around with it. Again, let me know down in the comments if you got some overclocks for this. That way other people can see them as well. So we're just going to come into our flight sheet here, simply scroll on down, and then we're going to find ASTRIX. It should be the first one there. Always the newest flight sheet you make will always show up on top, right underneath of your latest favorite one. So that's where you can always stay up to date on those. And then you can obviously, if you favorite it, obviously it'll show up here and everything. So anyway, we're going to hit that, send it to the moon, and this should begin mining in a few minutes here. Now, if it is taking a while and you're not sure why, it's probably downloading the miner. As you can see on this worker, I didn't have this version of SRB miner in yet, so it had to download it. But now it looks like it's loading things up and things are looking all right. So we should start getting hash rate fairly soon here. All right, so about a minute went by and we can see that we are now starting to get some hash rate here. It's slowly going to climb as those GPUs do tune for a little bit. If you first look here, it's going to say GPU is auto tuning started. Hash rate will fluctuate while tuning here until eventually it gets all the numbers where it needs to be. So we're sitting around 712. We're going to make sure our rigs are detected at the pool here. You don't want to be mining and figure out what's going on. Why is my wallet address here? Probably because you left a default or something. So you always want to check at the pool to make sure your rigs are detected. So right here, we can see my 4090 is here, as well as Octa 2. I don't know why this isn't telling me. It seems like Linux does tell you where the stratum you're using, but it seems like my 4090 doesn't want to tell me in Windows. Let me know if you're having that as well in Windows or not. Regardless, both rigs here are detected. So now we just gotta wait out and mine yourself some coins. All right, guys, so that pretty much does wrap up this video. I got you up and running in both Windows and HiveOS. If you have any further questions, let me know down in that comment section or join my Discord and we'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.